Welcome! This video will prepare you to lead the Contraption quest. The Contraption is a mysterious machine that you and your students can explore and experiment with. By projecting the app into your classroom, you and your students will discover all of the Contraption's secrets. It will develop new features, lead your class on surprising adventures, and take on a life of its own. Your students will learn that the Contraption is powered by their writing, and the content of what they write can cause the Contraption to react and grow. Over the course of the quest, the Contraption will reveal new buttons and panels, sprout a new camera that can look outside the classroom, and learn to teleport through time and space. The mystery and narrative of the Contraption quest will help motivate students to overcome the challenge of beginning a new routine. Students will become comfortable crafting an original piece of writing every time they see the Contraption. Inside the Contraption kit, you'll find everything you need to run the quest. The guidelines for sharing poster, the kinds of showing details poster, the student notepads, the folders, the Unit 3 handouts, the Contraption teacher guide, and finally you'll find the controller. On one of the controller's flaps, you'll find a diagram that shows you how to put the controller together. When constructed, the controller has a button on the top and a slot on the front. Students will feed their written work into the front of the controller. Then, press the button on the top to see how their work has affected the Contraption. When setting up your classroom, you'll want to arrange yourself and the controller on either side of the projection screen. That way, when a student is interacting with the controller, the attention of the class will be away from you as you use your device to control the Contraption. To enhance the illusion that the Contraption is actually in the room, you can prepare a box or container that is at least 16 by 12 by 10 inches deep. Paint the inside of the box with black paint or cover it with black construction paper. This will function as the screen. Lay the box on its side and position it at the front of the room, so the inside of the box is facing the class and the projector. Position the projector so the app is projected inside the box. Before class, you'll be using the teacher dashboard to get set up. First, choose your unit from the top row. Then, choose the lesson you're on from the bottom row. Once you've selected the day's unit and lesson, click the Start button at the bottom of the screen. Each lesson begins with a screen reminding you of the app's controls. Click I'm Ready to proceed into presentation mode. Presentation mode works like a slideshow, and you can use your controls to move forward and back within it. If you're using a keyboard, hit spacebar to go forward. Hit backspace or delete to move back. Hit shift to make the Contraption perform special actions. Keep an eye out in the teacher guide for places where this will be useful. Use W, A, S, and D to rotate the Contraption. You can hit escape at any time to go back to the dashboard. If you're using a touchscreen, swipe left to move forward. Swipe right to move back. Tap the center of your screen to make the Contraption perform special actions. Once in presentation mode, connect your device to the projector for the whole class to see. As students progress through the quest, they'll come across the Contraption's many puzzles. In this one, students need to activate sensors on the side of the Contraption that correspond to different emotions. In a previous lesson, they learned that in order to do this, they're going to need to use strong showing details. Each writing period begins with a warm-up. This will help students think of things they might want to write about. When students write, they will spend about 12 minutes doing so, with no interruption. This will be difficult for some students at first. but through practice, this will become easier. When students write during this quest, they should be focusing only on one skill at a time. For this prompt, for example, students are trying to describe, using detail, how a person acts when they are sad. As you check in with students, you should focus your feedback on that skill. Once students are done writing, choose 2 to 3 volunteers to share their work. Volunteers will be rewarded with positive feedback from their peers, and with the chance to interact with the contraption. Now, here's the big moment. When students interact with the controller, it's up to you to make the contraption respond. The teacher guide will let you know when to press spacebar or swipe, and will show you a picture of what will happen when you do. When the moment arrives, just hit spacebar on your keyboard or swipe left on your touch device, and the contraption will respond, seemingly to the actions of your student. You can also use the contraption to display exemplary student work. From the teacher dashboard, click on the Student Work Editor. Create a new file and enter the sentence or paragraph you want to display. Back in class, you can call up the work at any time by pressing Tab, or by clicking Tab on the control panel. We hope this video has given you a clear idea of how the quest works and feels in the classroom. Remember, your teacher guide will take you step by step through each lesson. Thanks for watching, and have fun!